Talking trouble, Colombia's ambassador to the Dominican Republic resigns over recorded phone calls between him and a paramilitary member. Family ties, one of the country's top bankers steps down over allegations her family was involved in illegal business with the paramilitaries. And dreams do come true. He lived in a tent in one of Cali's poorest neighborhoods. Now this Olympic boxer has a brand new house.
Bringing Colombia to the world. This is RCN News with Brian Andrews.
Recorded phone conversations between Colombia's ambassador to the Dominican Republic and a close associate of a paramilitary leader extradited to the U.S. has stirred new controversy and forced the diplomat's resignation. This is Ambassador Juan Jose Chaus. He tendered his resignation Monday after Semana magazine in Bogota revealed conversations he had with an associate of paramilitary boss Don Berna earlier this year. Jose Chaus is heard on the tape asking the associate, who goes by the alias of Job, about paramilitary issues, and Job asked Chaus about planned meetings between lawyers for the paramilitaries and representatives of the Uribe government. It is important to point out that the conversations were recorded before Chaus was appointed ambassador to the DR earlier this year. For months, Chaus denied any ties to the paramilitaries. Another resignation with the same last name, Chaus. This one from Colombia's banking sector. And it also involves alleged links to the paramilitaries. This is Maria Fernandez Zuniga Chaus. She resigned her position as president of the Fido Agraria, a huge bank specializing in agriculture. She stepped down after it was revealed businesses owned by her family were under investigation for taking land away from farmers in association with the paramilitaries. In an interview with RCN Radio, Zuniga said she is not involved in her family businesses anymore, but she is stepping down from the bank to avoid any appearance of conflict. 19 disabled police officers, hoping to draw attention to their colleagues from the police and military who are still captives of the FARC in the jungle, are making their way through Melgar. A rainstorm did not slow them down as they wheeled their way closer to Bogota. They're expected to be in Colombia's capital on Friday. They started their journey more than a week ago in Cali, with crowds gathering to cheer them on every step of the way. Colombian boxer Oscar Rivas is an Olympic fighter and a fighter in real life, overcoming poverty to become one of the best in the sport. Our Jessica de la Pena has the story of one of Oscar's dreams coming true.
Oscar Rivas came from extreme poverty in Cali. His family lived in a tent. Oscar Rivas has pride in his country and his family. In fact, he promised them that when he made it big, he would get them their own place to live.
I asked my son, when are you going to give me a house?
I told my mom, someday I'll give you 3 houses and a car too.
Oscar almost missed out on his Olympic dream when world champion Roberto Camarela knocked him out. But he kept thinking of his mother, and even though Oscar is a tough guy, his mother is his soft spot.
He used to eat 8 boiled eggs for breakfast, when in our neighborhood, 8 people had to share 1 egg.
When Colombia learned of his humble roots of living in a tent, he got help in reaching his dream of owning a home from RCN and the Valle de Cauca government. This is it. The Rivas family remembers all too well their old house. Oscar compares the two this way. The old one had weak walls. This new one has strong ones.
This is going to be the main room. The house is very beautiful, and I'm going to hang my medal here.
The new Rivas family home has 2 floors, 4 bedrooms, a big living room, kitchen, and something their old tent house did not, a bathroom.
This is the area for the social bathroom.
When it rains, nobody would want to go because it's a disaster.
Oscar Rivas also got a motorcycle, something he's always wanted.
I can use a motorcycle to head to my training.
His mother says this day has changed their lives.
This is the happiest day of my entire life besides my son's arrival. Thanks God we already have an own house.
This is the window that looks out onto the street. Our new house is so beautiful, and I am so thankful for this gift.
In the end, Oscar said the house means everything to him, a dream worth fighting for, a dream for which he would let no opponent stand in the way. For RCN News, I'm Jessica de la Peña.
My Colombia is your Colombia, where you send us your videos and photographs of all things Colombia. Here's the address. It's rcnnewsinenglish@gmail.com. Today's segment comes to us from New York City, where Diego Garza sent us this look at the 92nd Street Festival, which happened earlier this month. This was the first time Colombia was represented at the multicultural event in Manhattan. That's RCN News in English, bringing Colombia to the world.
This has been a presentation of RCN, Colombia's leader in news and leader in opinion.